Hey y'all, hey. So this is early. I found some copyright free music to listen to while I get ready. This is behind the scenes of the morning chat where I tell you what's on my mind in the morning time. Now I have to go and get my camera for Instagram that I use for Instagram and my breakfast. Okay. Okay. Yeah, yeah. All right, we getting it together, y'all. We getting it together. All right. I think I'm ready for Instagram. Come on in here. 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 Come on in. Come on in. Come on. Come on. Come on in here. Okay, y'all. Welcome to the morning chat where I tell you what's on my mind in the morning time. Chill. So, some of you may have, if you go to my Instagram, YouTube, go to According to Akara on Instagram. I'm for the last 3 days so far. I've been getting, I've been doing water and walk. It's about an hour long. Is it an hour? I don't even think it's an hour. I don't even think I do an hour. Do I do an hour? It's about an hour where I do a mile. So to this week until next Tuesday, I'll be doing a mile walk every day at now 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. First thing, it's the very first thing. I do walking on water, and I was out there. I did it. I did it. I did it again. So I pray y'all keep me accountable. Instagram, keep me accountable. So let's get into the morning announcements. First things first, our Papa freaks all the honeys. Now, first things first, Single and Satisfied is not going to take place this Mother's Day Sunday. No, you know why? Because your auntie's also a mother. Okay? And I'm going to take that day and I'm going to enjoy that day. I don't know what my son has set up for me. I have no idea. Okay? I know I put my bid in of what I wanted. Now let's see if he give it to me. All right, all right. Last couple of Mother's Day, he's given me what I wanted. He surprised me on that first Mother's Day when he got out. Yes, my son has some. He's yeah, okay. Hush your mouth. Okay. Single mothers be hardened. It's be hardened. But single mothering it be hard, you know. I'm trying this new pastry. Is that what now? Did you say something about water and walking? I did. I did my water and I did my walking. Okay. So I got this pastry from Lidl's as a raisin custard cinnamon roll. I'd show it to you. But I like to warm up my pastries before I see it, and I put it in my air fryer for like 4 minutes, and that was too many minutes. But it's still good to me, so it's dark skinned. Matter of fact, no, my dark skin, it's dark skinned. Yeah, it's dark skinned, but it's hot. Okay, doggone it, it's dark skinned. I did it. I did do that. Okay, I'm not gonna hide my dark skin over toasted cinnamon roll. And am I unraveling everything I did this morning? Maybe. But we're not doing it for that. We're just getting consistent right now. Okay, eating habits is gonna come later. How you doing, Jessica? Welcome this morning. I was just telling them the morning announcement. Um, Single and Satisfied will not be on this Sunday. We're going to postpone it for the next Sunday because this is Mother's Day Sunday. And I'm going to chill. Mm, I'm going to settle down. That's what I'm going to do. Just me and my son and maybe somebody else I heard. We'll see. I might have a surprise visitor. I don't know if that's true. I'm going to have a good old funky time on Mother's Day. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to go out. Okay. The first Mother's Day after the official ending of the panoramic, people outside. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I hope they made reservations if they're not cooking for us, sister. So, we shall see. It will resume on the 21st. Mind you, even though it's Mother's Day, I still will be doing some type of work. Because I'm going to see if I can solidify a guest to come on, Single and Satisfied, that will help, we'll talk about mental health awareness and how mental health relates to your relationships. I'm going to see if I can get on the 21st. The other one is Pull Up On Me. 6:37-ish. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing it first thing in the morning, doing a 1 mile walk, walking in water. Let's get ourselves back in shape. I was talking about this morning when I was doing my mile, and I was saying that more when I lost my weight in the past, I looked better, I felt better, but my confidence, okay, losing the weight, even though it wasn't my purpose of exercising, even though that wasn't my purpose, the results, child, being able to fit into a 14, and y'all little skinny minis, but like 14, girl, that's big. Not for me, okay? Look at all this. Look at all this, okay? This is 200 pounds over. This is almost 300 pounds worth of weight. And I'm still sexy. Okay, I still got my sexy on. But imagine actually seeing my waist. I had a waistline, man. Okay, so I had a waist, and I was able to wear belts, the wraparound belts. Oh, child, you couldn't tell me nothing. Okay, shoot. In some cases, I actually wore a medium, a medium. They have the medium, which that means like a medium small. I was a large, big. So, yeah. I mean, like right now, be honest with you, when you're talking about large and small, I'm a 2XL. Comfortable. I'm an XL. Depending on the fabric, it's gonna be a little tight. I'm gonna be breathing like this. Okay, if I take a deep breath and breathe, exhale, and let Milnor the pooch out. Okay, Margaret the pooch out. I'm gonna pop a button. But I love myself regardless. But I felt sexier, more confident when I did have a little less weight. Okay, now there's some people that's like they've always been big and they've learned to love themselves at bigness. Child, don't tell. I'm just telling you my journey and how I felt when I lost weight. Okay, I felt way more sexy, way more. I was way more confident. My confidence was up here, child. But it was more than just looking good. Just I felt good, and I started, and I would take care of myself. I would, you know, for me, being as big as I am is representative of me being lazy. Okay, not doing stuff on purpose, just letting life happen. These bingo wings is letting life happen, child. Okay, letting life happen. This is what life do to you when you just going to work and coming home. You're eating, you're drinking, you're doing stuff that isn't, but once you start at least getting in a consistent flow on purpose, exercising for whatever the purpose is. If it's just so that you can breathe better, if you realize that you're running out of breath, you might need to start some type of regimen. You don't have to walk, you can run. I'm walking though. I hate running. I really do hate running. Okay. I will do a short burst. I'll sprint, if I need to get somewhere really fast. Okay. But to just, people getting up in the morning, they just be jogging around. No, why would I do that on purpose? Okay. But I'll walk. I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking, child. Heck yeah. I will walk from here to Jerusalem, child. Yes, go eating and going to sleep. Hell yeah. Going to work, eating, go to sleep, bingo weeks. I don't know what you guys get. Okay, maybe y'all get man boobs. Okay. But yes, you just get into that rut. And I can tell you, I've only been doing this for 3 days. And I feel better. Like my attitude is a little better, even. You know, I feel just a little bit better. I mean, y'all be seeing the last 2 days getting up and getting out before 8 and walking, doing it first thing in the morning. Child, I be looking rough. I be looking, I mean, like I don't be looking rough. Like I just literally rolled out of bed, but I be literally rolling out of bed, putting on some workout clothes and let's go. And today you really got me out of the bed. I didn't even start my car. I just walked over at the park, showed y'all the park. You know what I'm saying? That I was walking past, really, because they didn't have, I mean, I saw a little whatever. Anyway, we ain't talking about that. So, and I walked back. I walked to get my Lidls, okay, my pastries. I did walk. I didn't start my car. That got to count for something. You got to count for something. I'm sorry. I hope y'all didn't think I went to Lidl's and just got those raisin custard cinnamon rolls. I only got two of those just for taste. I went there to get my apple turnovers to go great with my coffee. Okay. So anyway, yeah, it'd be rough. So show up there, 7 o'clock. It's between 6:30, 7 o'clock. I'm liking that hour. Getting out, walking at the beginning of the day, getting my blood pumping, moving my body. Okay, so it's already making a difference. Now, when I come back after my morning session with DoorDash, I'm going to crash. And I can tell you that, like, I noticed that when I get home after my second shift of DoorDashing in the evening, I came home and went straight to bed. There was no staying up to do anything. I'm tired. I've been up since 6:30. Coming in at 9 and 10 o'clock. Even though I still take a nap in the afternoon, I'm still tired. Sorry making this a mukbang on y'all, but Auntie have to have some type of breakfast, okay? I'm at that age where breakfast is the most important meal of the day. If I eat breakfast, more chances than not, it will take a longer time before I eat my second meal, depending on what I have. If I have a high protein breakfast, eggs, sausage, you know, turkey or pork or beef sausage. I haven't had beef sausage. Is it beef sausage? Oh yeah, them beef sausage. Them kielbasa, and it's high protein, not that much carbs in it. That'll keep me full until the evening, to be honest with you. You make sure I keep my water. See, right now, I have filled this up with cold water. I'm letting it drop down the temperature to room temperature because really the best type of water to drink is room temperature water. Cold water feels good going down your throat on a hot day. I get it. But room temperature is the best. Cold water causes gas. You young people don't even recognize it. But when we get old, you realize how much you fart or burp. Anyway, moving on. The DoorDash Chronicles. Oh. I've been thinking about what I would do that. Dun-dun. DoorDash Chronicles. Dun-dun. I don't know what type of music. I'm trying to think of what type of theme I would put in between my segments. DoorDash Chronicles. Well, normally I've been saying what grinds my gears as a driver. But today, I want to tell you about what blesses my soul. Okay? There's no amount of money that I could get when you're involved in the blessing. You are the deliverer of a blessing. Okay? Yesterday evening, my second session of driving DoorDash, I was driving, I picked up some Hattie B's. Okay? If you don't know about it, look it up, Google it. I don't need to be on here that long because I got stuff to do. Google it. Find out about Hattie B's. Okay. I need to eat there one time. I always pick up from that job. They know me by heart. It's like, hey girl, who you picking up for? I'm serious. I'll be picking up that much from them. And it wasn't that far from the Hattie B's here on Moreland Avenue. I want to say it was probably maybe a couple of miles. So I went to drop off this order. It was a large order. It was like that came in one of those big bags, and then she had a gallon of lemonade. And so I called. She says the instructions say when you get there, call when you're downstairs. So I do this. Unbeknownst to me, this is someone ordering something for someone else. I think I'm delivering to this person. So I call and it's like, okay, wait a minute, hold on. My cousin's coming down right now. And I'm thinking, maybe she's upstairs and she's sending someone down to pick up the food because she's busy. No. I'm sitting there waiting patiently for the cousin to come down to pick up the food. And I see her, I'm starting to use my intuition. God be talking to me. That's the one. I don't have to ask. I know it. I'm telling you, my intuition, my psychic ability, my metaphysical is on fleek right now. I need to be reading my cards, to be honest with you. I would give some really good readings right now. Okay. But first of all, I'm sorry. pause for the calls. I just looked at myself from the side eye at the YouTube camera, and I was like, "Girl, you cute." Oh, anyway, sometimes you gotta tell the girl, you look good, skin glowing, look like You can't tell if I didn't have this gray hair, you wouldn't think that I was 50. I promise you, no gray hair. I'm trying to see that. Do I look? Do I look like I'm 51? Somebody said, yeah, a little bit right here. But anyway, moving on. And so she comes down and she's like, "Oh, I said, Leah." And that was it Leah? I think it was. It was Leah. The person that blessed this woman and her child was delivering her a meal. The girl almost cried on me. And I was like, "I'm just a deliverer. But I'll take it, girl." She was like, oh, and she was on the phone with the person who ordered this. So, oh my God, girl, you gonna make me cry. What did I do to deserve this blessing? You know what I'm saying? She was so happy and just to be a part of the deliverer of the blessing, to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Is amazing. It is an amazing feeling. That's what makes it, sometimes it's worth it. So, and it wasn't like a huge, oh no, child, she paid me well. For the mileage, it was more than $2 a mile. The woman who ordered that food paid well for it. I would have taken it regardless if it was a blessing or not. But sometimes, just to be that was worth it. Just to be the one with like, here you go, and it's like, oh, this, it's just, oh, I just love it. I love it, B. I love it. I love it. I love it just to be in the room when it's happening, even if I wasn't a part of it. Like being the carrier of the gift. You know what I'm saying? Just to see it, it just warms my heart and lets me know that the love of God is still in this earth. It is so yeah. I drove away, I almost cried a tear. It just made me feel so good yesterday. It was worth everything. And I want to tell you a time where I didn't get paid that well. But when I found out who I was delivering to and why it was important. Now I was already on I'm going to get this food to you. Okay? You literally, I'm going to get this food. Now I searched everywhere because this is again someone else ordered. This is the second story. Someone ordered for someone else at a hospital, Emory Hospital. The person had the wrong address of where her cousin was. Again, this was another cousin. There's some cousin love. There's some loving cousins out in this joint. But it was a cousin that was sending energy, got a drink like a beet juice that helps her with energy. And I'm thinking, the average time I am going mad hard to find this address, and I'm calling the person who ordered it, and the whole thing trying to get it to the right hospital because the address she gave me did not lead me to a hospital. Okay. So I searched long and hard to find out where she was. Once I found out where she was, because I went to the Emory North DeKalb, because it took me to Emory North DeKalb Mall. Like it took me to North DeKalb Mall, not North DeKalb Emory Hospital. So I go there and I tell them, hey, I'm trying to deliver something. It's room bomb, bomb, bomb. As soon as I said this, that's the main campus. So I eventually took it over there. Found out that I'm delivering to her cousin who is in the hospital because she has a leukemia. or she has a blood cancer. Is that leukemia? I believe. And she was in the hospital. So she really needed this drink. Child, I was so happy I found it. It was definitely the last order. Yeah, it grind my gears that it was the wrong address, but this person, she was ordering from North Carolina, I believe, for this to be delivered to her cousin. When I found out that it was a cancer patient, I was already at going to deliver it. But once I knew, that put more fire. And I found her, I got it to her, and I had the pleasure of praying for that patient and praying with her mother. And just and it wasn't that much of it was I think it was maybe a $6 order. It was just one cup of this beet juice blend, whatever, from a juice shop. But to be able to get it there, I didn't need no kudos from nobody. I felt so good that I finally got it to her. I was able to take it up to her room so that, she was asleep, and I got to talk to her mom, and we kind of shared the story because I had my mom and my dad passed of cancer related illness, and so I got to talk to her, share, give her some encouragement, and pray, and that was the blessing that I could not ask more to be. So when you're working and you do some things happen that makes you, it's like, yeah, this was worth it, you know, because you're not saving lives, but you sure enough for saving lives, you know, you saving jobs for some people. I delivered to the tabernacle. This woman was so appreciative of me picking up this order and drop, you know what I'm saying? I got a $20 tip out of it. But it wasn't about the tip. She was so thankful that I was able do to just get it there in a tight schedule. And I guess I got it there fairly quickly and in an orderly fashion. You know what I'm saying? People got to eat before they perform. It was the Tabernacle is a performance event venue, not a church, by the way. So it was great. So that's the door. Chronicles. Being a part of the blessing feels great. Feels great. Feels great. And the lesson I learned is don't always have an attitude if it's not the greatest order, and they're asking you to do a lot of things. Sometimes you're going to be a part of the blessing. And if you have if I had an attitude, I would have missed it. Anyway, moving on, let's talk about the short chat. Short chat. The short chat. Short chat. I'm thinking about any type of music that I'm gonna put with these segments once I get on like official show. You know what I'm saying? Short chat, the short cat. I mean, I'm a beginner on this. So once I get some people in that do music and they can do all that, that'll be great. Okay, so short chat. Short chat is a segment where these are topics that I'm gonna touch on, just give you my opinion about, but they may or may not make it to the main topic. Okay, the 15 minutes of fun. There ain't no joke. Okay, so I want to touch on. I had heard. Thank you, cousin, who sent me this article or this TikTok news flash. So there is a shortage of gas in I said mine, South Miami, South Florida, in South Florida. And according to articles, allegedly, DeSantos ain't nowhere to be found. He's getting some backlash for not handling this shortage. You said, what? What are you talking about? There's a shortage. There was no defined, refinery that went down. There was no refinery that went down. There was some really bad hurricanes and storms that came through South Florida, caused flooding, and it caused those gas trucks that would have been bringing in gas to not be able to get through and deliver the gas because there was flooding due to the weather. And of course, panic when people found out that there was no, gas stations were running out of gas. That everybody ran out to get the gas that's being run out. Like, why did you get gas? You just had storms. Where you going? Are you getting gas for your boat, Floridians? So why are you rushing to get gas? That's never. It always surprised me, but it doesn't surprise me because it's human nature. Is when there is a disaster being announced, like this is on its way, human beings rush to the store to buy whatever they think they need or whatever is running out. Oh, girl, you better go and get all them $5 steaks. Do you really need a freezer full of steaks? Or, well, let me correct myself. Let me put it like this. Georgia, if they said it was going to snow tomorrow, all the grocery stores would be full right now. Right now, because of the threat of snow. Why are you going to the grocery store to buy stuff that, the chances are we're not going to have a blizzard. We're not going to be stuck in the house for longer than a few hours. Okay? 24 hours at best. I have yet to see a snowstorm that hit Georgia. Now I said this isn't the main topic, but remember I talked about gun laws last week, and then we had a mass shooting that happened here. So now don't be listening to me, weather, and because we have had we didn't have May snow. It was in March, but the way the weather be acting down here, especially, I think it's just across the United States. I don't know about any other countries, but it could snow here tomorrow. We said there's a coming, snowstorm is coming, which means we're going to get maybe an inch or two. They'll be out there. We're not going to be in the house for more than 24 hours. Relax. Get that food the next day. If you didn't already go grocery shopping, why are you going now? You know what I'm saying? You don't need all that. But they be packing up and going grocery shopping like they're gonna be in the house for a week. Like you live in Rochester. Where now it's quite possible it's snowing right now in Rochester or Canada. Okay. they have 2 days of summertime and then it's back to winter. I'm joking. Y'all have a longer summertime. I've been there for a whole month or so for summer. Okay, I've been there for a whole summer, y'all. Okay, they have at least 2 months of the summer. But I'm telling you, before Halloween, they're going to see snow. Okay. But anyway, so DeSantis is talking about, he's doing, I don't really keep up with politics like that. But I know I've heard a lot of DeSantis, and negative statements of what he's doing down there in Florida. You know what I'm saying? He's messing with Mickey Mouse and now I heard the last I heard is the immigrants that's coming over, and I said DeSantis, ain't that your family? Isn't DeSantis Latino American or Latinx American? Let's look it up. I don't know. Is DeSantis? Because he sounds DeSantis. Is DeSanto? Is it DeSantis? Um, Latin American. Ron DeSantis is an American politician, former military officer. Okay. His mother and his family name Rogers. His mother's family name is Rogers, was Ruggiero until her paternal grandfather changed it after entering the United States to DeSantis. Is Italian American. Oh, so he's Italian. No wonder. Okay, so he's the Italian. He's of Italian descent. DeSantis. I keep saying DeSantos. It's DeSantis. Tis is the end of his last name. Is of Italian. Okay, but notice his grandfather changed his name from Ruggiero, which sounds ethnic, Italian, Ruggiero, Ruggiero, you know, you know, to a more Americanized, American acceptable name. Okay, and that was probably for a reason because whether you know it or not, even though we get the brunt, we've had the brunt of the racism. Okay, Italians, Irish, Jews, all experience racism here in the States. Okay, there's other ethnicity. The difference, again, I'll say it again, the difference between them and us is we didn't choose to be here. Y'all did what y'all could, got on that last boat or whatever you did to come over to a place where you believe um, was the land of milk and honey. And it's really a land of shit and pee. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I'm sorry you was disillusioned about America. But, either way, moving on. That's really sad. But they will have gas soon. I pray that they get it soon. They need Floridians, my Floridians, go sit down. Go sit down. Go sit down. If you can't get gas, go sit down until them gas trucks can get in there. Okay? Period. Call your boss and say, hey, I can't go nowhere. No gas. Okay? Period. Period. So do just go sit down. Okay? DeSantos, go check on your people. Come on. I don't even know you like that, but your reputation precedes you. And from what I've been hearing, I don't want you as president. So we can't have no Floridian in the White House. Please, let's not put a Floridian in the White House. If you think Florida is crazy, the whole country would be crazy. It's bad enough we had. Um. Anyway, moving on. This is not about that. So this short chat will never make it into the main topic because I don't care. But I want to have a second story in the short chat. So I was flipping through Twitter, which I rarely do, to get a second short chat. And I ran into this foolishness. Christian Rock, Blueface girlfriend, I think, possibly baby mama, I think. I don't know what's going on with that toxic relationship. I don't know what they are. But what I do know is they hood and get up. Okay. But apparently, this educationally challenged woman tried to left eye Blueface's house. Now, if you are a woman or a man of a certain age, you know what I'm talking about. Okay? Tried to burn down the house. According to him, I saw the video where he's saying, this chick tried to burn down the house. It's like having a child here. And that's a shame that he ain't no better. But for him to say that it's like having a child. If you leave her alone, she will tear up the place. Okay, that's sad when another child says another child is worse child than they are. You know what I'm saying? It's like your 2 year old, I mean your 5 year old saying how bad the 2 year old is. But anyway, moving on. So she tried to burn down his house. I don't know why. Okay, I don't know if she watched the Left Eye documentary and she said why she did what she did or whatever. But yeah, she tried to do it. And the craziest thing is Blueface said she disconnected the Wi-Fi, thinking that it will not, that the smoke detectors won't go off. What kind of, I was like, go home, Roger. Go home, Christian, or whatever her name is, Rock. I wonder if they related to Chris and them though. I wonder. I wonder. I wonder if this was. I think her name is Chrisette. Whatever. Let me go. Let me go to my Twitters. Let me go to my Twitters. Let me go to the Twitters and see if it's still there. To my Twitters. Krishan. That's her name, Krishan. I call her Christian. She ain't no Christian behaving like that. Krishan Rock. I wonder if she's related to Chris and Tony Rock. I mean, would not explain at all her toxicness. Okay, but really, that I just thought that was stupid and just a filler. So let's move on. Let's move on to the main topic. Let's talk about self sabotage. The main topic, the 15 minutes of fun. There ain't no drug. The 15 minutes of fun. So I wanted to talk about self sabotage and knowing the signs. Um, Knowing the signs of um, self sabotage. So we know what it is because I think that I self sabotage a lot. Just in my everyday life. Like getting on here on time. Like if I came in, threw myself in the shower real quick, got dressed I could have been here at 8:30 like I wanted to. Okay, but that didn't happen. So self sabotage behavior refers to intentional action or inaction that undermines people's progress and prevents them from accomplishing their goals. Okay, so this is what you do. It's intentional, like you're doing this. Okay, so that kind of puts aside the fact that I think that I sabotage myself to know saying I probably am. I'm self sabotaging. I'm self sabotaging myself because I know I'm doing things that is going to cause me to be late, which is going to stop the progress. I mean, me achieving the goal of doing something on time. Okay, especially when I set it for myself. Okay, um, like I'm gonna give you an example of how I self sabotage this morning. One, I got up at 3 o'clock. I woke up at 3 o'clock. I could have went, used the bathroom, possibly already had my morning chat outlined. You know, I I had some my medication this morning that tends to make me sleepy and procrastinate. But this is not the 6:30 hour. Right about I did this. I took my medication that makes me drowsy about around 5:30 in the morning. Now I said I was going to be getting out at 6:30. I could have not done that. Laid down for an hour, got dressed, or hell, I could have gotten dressed in my workout clothes. So all I do is climb out of the bed if I want to take a quick nap before I actually did what I was doing. I planned on doing. But no, I took my medication that makes me sleepy. Ended up going to sleep, waking up. Okay, I got 6 o'clock. I said I only did a 30-minute nap. So I got up. My, I had my alarm set for 6 o'clock. Okay, I could have got up. I did, and I did get up, and then I started doing this, and then going here, and should I drink coffee? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna put on? Okay, da 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 da. All this stuff that I could have already arranged and had that prepared for the next day. I knew I was gonna be walking. I know I'm doing it. Why did I do that? And I end up not getting out until 7. Okay, I could have just thrown some clothes on, but it was this, and then I had to do that. And I'm doing this. Let me wash these dishes. These dishes are gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with coming on here exactly at a certain time. You know, um, I'll get it. Again, got here. I could have jumped in the shower. Did I jump right into the shower? No, I didn't. I know I had to use the bathroom and everything, but before I jumped right into I started. Once I came back, I had to relieve myself. I started the shower. Should have jumped right into the shower, right? I didn't do that shit. No, I turned on the shower and then I went and made up my bed and then I did this and then I washed dishes and it's like, you know what? You got a show to come on. You got the time and space to come on here on time. But I was intentionally, I could have left those there, but no, I got to do this real quick. And then I got to do this. And then before you know it, it's after the time. I still didn't even get on here on time at 9 o'clock. I said 9 o'clock. That's when I got to go because I want to be out there right now. I should be door dashing right now. But no, I didn't. And you think I came home and I charged my phone right away? No, it didn't. It said 68 degrees. I needed to be, or I would like it to be, at 100%. But these are little actions that I do to self sabotage me from reaching my goal of doing stuff in the time that I want to do it or plan to do it. You know, so, but Sundays I be coming on here 7 early than 7:30. Eh. I mean, not only that, but then I started making the thumbnail. This is all stuff I could have done when I woke up at 3 o'clock. Quickly made that thumbnail. But to be honest with you, I didn't know what I was going to talk about until I went on my walk. But either way, but I do those little things and I could be on time and I'm not. Why? Because I'm out here doing these little things, waiting to right before I gotta do this. Let me do this real quick. Let me brush my teeth. These people, y'all can't smell my breath. Y'all don't know if I brushed my teeth this morning. Why am I brushing my? You know what I'm saying? I can brush my teeth after I get off the show. So just that is So now we know what self sabotage is. Um let me see if I have something that says how can you tell for sure? Well, one, you can tell that I'm doing this. I need to be here, but I'm doing this instead. You're sabotaging your greatness. You're sabotaging yourself. Uh, okay, we got here from the happier human. It says 10 ways you know you're 10 signs you're engaged in self sabotage. And this article is written by Steve Scott on January 12th, 2023. Okay, I'm just going to try to go down to the first thing, 10 warning signs that you might be engaging in self sabotage behavior. The first one, why am I self sabotaging? Yeah, yeah, yeah. The first one is, I don't deserve this, or do I deserve this? Not knowing how you feel about, do you deserve to be on time, or for me it's timeliness. If you feel like you don't deserve the good things happening in your life right now, for example, you may believe you don't deserve an award or a degree, and that other people deserve it more. So you may self sabotage your success because you don't really believe that you deserve it, that you're worthy of the success that you're going for. The second one is, I can't control this. Before you actually try, you already tell yourself that you might not be able to control the situation. So I can't control when I wake up, or I can't control the type of men that I attract. You can control, but you can control the ones you accept. Okay? Just because you got these F boys stepping to you doesn't mean that you have to take them in and take care of them. That's not the one. Okay? You question if you can do this. Whatever it is that you're, the goal that you're trying to be, do whatever goal you're trying to reach, you question if you can really even do it. Okay? So you do everything, it's like, I can't do it. I tried. That's like me giving up on the third day of walking. Number four, it was my fault. I did this. Instead of analyzing the problem and checking what went wrong in a situation, you automatically blame yourself. Some of us do it. I think I do that sometimes. It's my fault. I did it without really recognizing. Wait a minute. Let's look at this. Let's look at this. What actually went wrong? Yeah, you might have been a part of it, but all of it wasn't you. You know what I'm saying? Like waking up at 5 o'clock, that's your body chemistry. Waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning, I can't control waking up, but I can put myself back to bed, or I can use that time efficiently. Okay. Five, this is already okay. You don't want to get out of your comfort zone. Like, you're happy where you are. You're happy always being late. People getting used to you. Oh yeah, a car's gonna be about 5, 10 minutes late every time. Every time. Because you prefer consistency over satisfaction. And it's like this, they know it, I'm used to it, but you should want to do better for yourself. Reach higher. Six, I'm bored. It's unforgivable, but sometimes self sabotage comes out of sheer boredom. The truth is, you may self sabotage for the mere purpose of pushing buttons. For example, starting a fight with your partner and inciting drama can give you a rush. I'm bored. That man that you promised that you would never go back to, you'll never deal with his ish again. He was not the man for you. And because you're bored and you ain't got nobody else to mess with, you go calling that person. Don't do it. Put that phone down. Okay. Oh, did I? I was on six. I thought it was 10. Oh, where did they lose me? Oh, it was only six. Okay. This is, that was, well, yeah, those are a few that you'll know that you're self sabotaging yourself, period. Now, if it's in relationships or jobs, you just take that in mind that those are a couple of things that um, kind of stops your growth and causes you to self sabotage. One of the things is procrastination on things that was saying is how to stop procrastinating and disorganization, be organized, you know, how to stop. And then they was, I mean, again, they're going into different ways. And a lot of it is some things is procrastinating, like me washing dishes. I should have washed the dishes at night before I went to bed. Therefore, I wouldn't have any dishes. So there's ways to get organized. And I'm really big on organized until I'm not. Okay. And this kind of goes, circles right back to the water and walking and getting back into shape or just getting healthier, walking, moving my body, you know what I'm saying, doing something. When you start intentionally working on your health, kind of like it's almost like if you start working on one, all of it kind of lines up. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna, okay, I'm feeling better. Okay, so I'm getting used to getting up at 6 o'clock. I'm getting used to getting out there, ready to drag myself out. But at the end of this, I'm gonna feel so much better after I take the shower. I didn't sweat it. I didn't took the shower. I feel good. You feel good. We feel good, right? So all the things kind of line for me. I don't know. I can't say if it'll do the same for you, but start somewhere. Start intentionally being better, doing better by yourself, for yourself. You know, do the work to love yourself. You know, self. What does it call it? Oh, self care. Do the self care, whatever it is. Okay, you start here, all that stuff kind of aligns. You start, I get up in the morning, okay, so I know what I'm gonna do this, and then I have to do this. In order to do this and that, I'm gonna have to keep it within a certain time constraint. You know what I'm saying? And you just start kind of getting into a routine, and everything kind of stays that way until somebody comes and kicks your dominoes out of the way, or life comes and kicks your dominoes out of the way. But you need to know how to set up so that it can keep on keeping on. So anyway, that's kind of like a little something I wanted to talk about because I was starting to talk about it during the walking in water. Okay, so that's it. Okay, you got the definition of what self sabotaging is. It is intentional things that you're doing that will prevent you from reaching your goals. Okay, we know some of the signs that, you know, like the mentality behind why you may do it. You may not feel like you deserve it, or you can't control it, or stuff like that. Go back in the video, watch this later, and get all what I talked about. Okay. Um, Look it up. Find ways to stop procrastinating. Just do when it comes to your mind, just do it. Don't overthink it. Just do it. That's my tip to you. That's my auntie message of the day. Just do it. Don't think about it. Some things just don't think about it. Start just, good ideas. I mean, you have to start knowing your thoughts, vetting your thoughts too. But sometimes we overthink a lot. And you know if you're an overthinker, I know I am. Should I do it? Well, how's that going to work in my day? Where am I going to fit in? You start doing it, you start overthinking, and then you're gonna talk yourself right out of doing what you need to do. So some things, just do it. Get it. Set aside a time. Don't set it aside. Do it. Just go out and do it. Like I did with water. I didn't sit up there, well, how am I going to fit it in? What am I going to do? No, set out. I don't care what time of day. So for me, just until I get consistent, you know, I just want to do it at least once a day. Now, I want morning time seems to be best for me because I just like the way I feel the rest of the day. Okay. But if you can't do it, if you have children to get to school, you got a whole bunch of hubbub, dubbub, do an afternoon workout. Or you don't have enough time on your lunch break to really get into your workout, do it after work before you pick up the kids or whatever. Range something, make purposely. When you get home, I said, "Well, I have to rush home and get the kids." Trust me, I understand. I was a single mom. Okay, take some time. Take your kid with you. I know I don't take a trust me. Just do it. Purposely put it in your life to do certain things, and you'll be surprised how everything kind of lines out. Lines out. Just do it. Stop overthinking. Just do it. You know you need to go ahead and get that UPS mailbox for your mail. Do it. You know you need to call. Do it. Do it while you're thinking about it. And if it's too late to do it at the time you're thinking to do it, write it down, put it on your calendar, and do it the first thing. Okay, the first opportunity you have. Okay, but we're gonna stop making excuses of why we don't have stuff done. Okay. Anyway, that's all I have for you all today. Y'all have a wonderful day. I've done an hour and 6 minutes on YouTube and probably about an hour here on Instagram. I will see you tomorrow for the morning chat. Join me with the walking in water. I'm again going to, God's willing, I'm gonna be up. We're gonna be moving our body. If it rains tomorrow morning at 6:30, I'll go out at 7. If it and I'll find somewhere. Matter of fact, f that. I'm gonna find well, there ain't no malls open at 6:30 in the morning. They're going. This is where I wish I had a garage. I mean, like apartment had our garage where I could just walk in the garage and not be in the rain. Okay, don't play with me. Depending if there's lightning and thunder, I might be out there walking with an umbrella over me because we are making no more excuses. We're just doing it. We're Nike. Okay, we live in that Nike life, Nike days. Okay, we're just doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it, and we're making no excuses. Okay, bye. Y'all have a good one. Bye.